Right, hello again. So this is going to be using Chirp 3, some of the basic features. This might be a slightly longer video because I'm going to show you quite a lot in here, but you can obviously pause it, do it, and then go back and do it again, and if you miss anything you can watch it again, obviously. Here we go. So my screen is basically at where we were before. So we've got the at the top we've got the what do we call it, you've got your Chirp one, which is what you saved yours as. I saved mine as Chirp one. Obviously it's your main one, which is your radio. Then the other one is your blank image that you've got. To open up a blank image, if I delete that one, so we get rid of that, you go to File and you go Open, and it should take you to your folder where you saved them. So then you just double click your blank image and it'll bring up another box just here that is your blank image. Now my blank image is that because I was playing around, so I'll make it a real blank image, which is, I've just highlighted the top one, held down my shift key, gone to the bottom one, delete the memories, they're all gone. File, what I'll do is I'm just going to save it and not save as, because I want it to be the blank image. So there we go. So that's how quick you can use Chirp. So what we're going to start with is the copy and paste. And the reason I'm starting with that is some of you have got 200 frequencies, and even those that have got 50-60, you might have RAF Fairford in there because you visit Fairford, but you also might have RAF Benson, somewhere like that, somewhere 50, 60, 100 miles apart, but you might still only have 60 frequencies. So although I've put them into scan list 1 and scan list 2, if you've got 100 in there, I can only split them so far. So this is where Chirp is going to help you to move them around on a daily basis. It's very, very easy. So what you need to do is go to your original, open it up, okay, and these top let me just check, 10 in here, I'll highlight them, hold down the shift key. Those are the frequencies of aircraft that go over my house. They are bringing in frequencies all day, especially when it's busy, obviously. But so they are ones that I use for going over my house. So sometimes I just have that, and if you can imagine, if you scroll on down, I've got Bryce Norton, Fairford, Benson, that's some other military stuff, right? But if I'm sat at home, all I'm going to pick up is those. I'm not going to pick up Bryce Tower because I'm 30 miles away. So what I could do is highlight these and create a file with just those in, which is what is really good for you to do. Get rid of all the 200 ones, just put the London controls in. So here we go. So click on the first one, hold down your shift key, go to the bottom one. Now if you go to copy and then open up your blank image, click on the number 1, then right click and paste. There you go, they've all gone into there. So now what I can do is go File, Save As. Yeah, it's no longer a blank image. What I can do that is I will call that my local, or no, we call that my London control, because that's what it is. Basically it's London control. It's all the frequencies above my head that my radio will pick up. You will have them as well. They're all your London, they'll be in your radio and it will start London control. Some of them are Thames radar, some are Western radar. They are the same, but they'll be grouped together because when I loaded them, I've done them as a batch. So you'll see it will just come down Western London control, and then all of a sudden it'll go to like Bryce Norton or somewhere, you'll see where it breaks off to split them, and then just click save. So now they're in there, right, but they're also in there. So if I go to my London Control and then go to radio and go upload to radio and go OK, I was going to put my other camera on but decided not to, you know, I don't really need it. So now in my radio all I've got are those 6 or 7 frequencies. So if I press scan, which I've done on phone there, now my radio is just scanning those 10 frequencies and that's it. So it'll loop round very, very fast. So it's scanning really fast. So what you can then do is you can then close that down. All right, file, open, blank image again. Right. You can now split your whole radio. So I don't need to go into this to big detail, but you can see what I see. So Bryce Norton, if I click on the first one, it's Bryce Norton, which is line 12, and then go down to the bottom one, it's Bryce Norton, which is 45. Shift key, 45, copy, go back to the blank image, click on line 1, right click, paste, and there we go. That's just Bryce Norton. So now go file, save as, on here I will call mine Chirp 1 Bryce, because it might tell me otherwise that I've got that already saved, because I've obviously done this. I've got all the airports, all of them, all separated. I've got loads, and that's how I load your radios. I just bring them all into your radio. So if I go save, there we go. And now if I wanted to, I could disconnect that. At the moment you might see that my radio is saying like Ockham. Yeah, that's because it's just got those 7 or 8 frequencies in it. I think it was 10 actually, wasn't it? That's all that's in it, nothing else. Alright, so if I now go to radio, yeah, upload to radio, I disconnected it, didn't I? So that's what you'll get when you don't, when you've disconnected it. So I'll go in. Okay. Right, I've reconnected it. That was a bit stupid, wasn't it? But like I said, I'm no teacher. I'm just helping you along here, really. You know. So now, if I get my radio, put it in front again. Now it's saying Bryce Norton, and this is it. This is why, although this radio only holds 200, you know, there's no airport that's got 200 frequencies that I know of. So just chop and change, just create folders that are the airports, and then when you're going out for the day and you say, right, I'm going to Bryce or I'm going to Fairford. Now Bryce and Fairford are one that you could log together because they are very close, and I know a lot of you that do visit that area do the both. So let's do that. So this is Chirp 1 Bryce. If I go back to my original and now click 46 for Fairford, go to the bottom of Fairford, shift key, the one Benson, although they're not too far away, right, and go to Fairford and then go copy, and then we go back to the Bryce one. So you could open the Bryce one, right click, paste, and they're in there. Now go file, save as. So this has got Chirp 1 Bryce. You can call it Bryce Fairford. Okay, I'm not allowed to put that line in here. Okay, so we'll just get rid of that line there. So we'll just call it Bryce Fairford. Save. So now we haven't lost Bryce Norton on its own. We still got Bryce Norton. What you haven't got is you haven't got Fairford on its own. So there's something for you to have a go at doing. Obviously, you can now, we've saved that, so I can get rid of that. So obviously you go File, Open, you go to your blank image. If you notice, because we're saving it as a name, the blank image stays. If one day you forget to do that, then you'll lose your blank image. But it's not the end of the world. You obviously, hopefully you've picked up how you do that. You just clear it and save it as a blank again. It's not difficult to do. So there you go. So this one, what you could do is bring in your Fairford on its own. But there you go. There's a little task for you to try and do. Obviously I've picked Bryce and Fairford because they're local to me. You pick whatever's local to you. You know, a lot of you got in Lancashire and all that lot. So just pick a couple and put them together. Think of airports or places that you go and you do them in the same day. Bank them together. Like you can have like Valley, right? If you go to Valley and then you go to like another airport after, whatever, on the way home or whatever, put that one in it so it's in. And then what we need to do is split them into a scan list. So that will go into another video, but let's go back here. So we're going to go back here, and because this is basics, what I'm going to show you, when you're in a highlighted one like that, if you go onto the writing and right click, it says properties. Like we've been copy and pasting, but can you see properties? If you click on properties, this brings up everything that's basically across the top there. It's this. Now an important one on here is your duplex. Unless you've got a ham license, whatever you do, you need to make sure that that is off. It shouldn't transmit within AM band anyway. Yeah. So that's there. Tuning step 8.33. That's really good for air band. Another one in there that is in there is you've got in your properties is this one, the extras. But go back here, like if you want to rename anything, you can do it here. So if you want to change anything I've put in, you can do it here. Like sometimes frequencies change. Someone might tell you, oh, the frequencies for Ockham, say here, is changed to 135.125. That's where you change it. You could change it there. You can obviously do it in the radio, but it takes quite a lot of work pressing all the buttons. This is so much easier. So you can change it in here. But what I'm going to skip to now, because you don't need to be touching much of this really, it's already set up and you can just copy it. We will come back to something on that in another video when we do radio reference. We'll touch on that, but the next one is up here where it says extras. Now I've split your radios into scan lists, so I've tried to split what you've got into areas, but I can only do it with two because it only has two scan lists. So what I'm going to do is, this is my complete radio. Now the way that I set this up is all my local ones, yeah, so we go from 1 down to 10, highlight them, yeah, they're my local ones. If I right click, properties, then we're going to go to the extras, scan lists, click on there, 1. Yours should be the same. All of your local control from where you are, where you live, I would have put them into scan list 1 and go OK. So that's it. So then all the others, yeah, I have on my radio, properties, extras, scan list, they're all in 2. Go OK. So there we go. So that's that. But what you need to remember now you've done that, you go radio, upload to the radio. So I'm now sending that after the radio, and all I'm telling it is I've created 2 scan lists and I want them split into them 2 systems. So if you can imagine now, if I go up here just to give you another demonstration, so go vote and we open, right, and we're going to open Chirp and Fairford. So there we go. So this is Bryce and Fairford. So what you could do if you are doing that, you could highlight all the Bryce, so click, shift key, right click, properties, extra, scan list, 1, okay, and Fairford, properties, extras, scan list, 2. So now if you're on your day out and you're going to Bryce and Fairford, you've split them into scan list 1 and scan list 2. So you're only scanning Fairford or Bryce. So although that is only 47 frequencies, you're actually maximum of 34. It's scanning when you're there, and when you're at Fairford, it's only scanning 12. So make the radio work for you as well, and that's why Chirp is so good. And then if I go radio, that's what you do, upload that to the radio, because let's say I'm off to Bryce this afternoon and Fairford, you know, when I'm at there you go, I'm just sending that to my radio, and all that's in it is Bryce and Fairford with scan lists. So hopefully you can remember how to do your scan lists. I will do a little video on that maybe. There is one there already, I think, that shows your scan lists on my YouTube, but I will check and make sure there is one there. But there we go. I think what we'll do is we'll stop this one here now. Just comment if there's anything you're not sure on, or drop me a message or whatever. But the next one will be using a program that's called Radio Reference. If you want to go and find it, let me just go to my computer. You're looking for this. So what you want to do is Google that, radioreference.uk. There is a .com one, but you want to find the UK one and create an account. This will cost you, I think it's about £17 a year, right? So it is very cheap. It's worth every penny, absolutely every penny. So I recommend you buy this, because in my next video I'm going to be using this, and you can see how easy it is to add even more frequencies to your radio. Endless, thousands and thousands. If you practice the opening of a blank image and copy and pasting them and moving frequencies around, just play around with what you've got. Once you've done that and mastered that, you buy this and your radio can have absolutely thousands of frequencies in it. You don't need one that holds 5,000. You can put whatever you want in it for where you're going, because I've just shown how quick it is to load and unload your scanner on your laptop or your PC. It's very easy. So yeah, Radio Reference UK. Pay your £15, register it, get it up and running on your computer. Then my next video will start around this sort of screen, and within Chirp, and moving stuff into it from Radio Reference, because it is absolutely fantastic. I use it all the time. Till the next one then.